Let's continue. Moment. Volume for me is very low. There we go. Now I can hear the game. Unlike Final Fantasy XIV that just screams in your ear, this game is much more quiet. Oddly. So I had to turn this one up a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, the bandits and an assassin attacked. Apparently.
I knew you would not let those bandits overrun the village. I hope I equal your skill someday.
Can I ask you a question?
Please do not. This is the first task I have been given, and I don't want to get distracted. What do you mean? Some sort of test? Ask me anything. I am ready to try. Wait, I know this. Yes, it's weapon, martial, support, transformation, and magic.
I think it's the 6th.
Weapon and martial styles are pretty self-explanatory. Support styles allow you to paralyze, slow, or otherwise hamper your foes. Magic styles allow you to use your chi to control the elements, while transformation styles allow you to assume the form of creatures or even demons. I'm only repeating what I have learned in my time here, senior student, but that was one of the first things I memorized. Chi is our internal magical energy. Is that it? Yes. And we can use our chi to hasten the healing process of superficial wounds. Additionally, chi can be used to strengthen our blows, making the most of each strike. I'm sure that's right. I can't channel my chi like you and Dawnstar yet, but one day. Of his history? Nothing. He is supposed to be a great master, but I just arrived, so I know very little about him. I wish I knew more, senior student, but that is all I can answer about our master. Oh, good. I mean, yes, thank you, senior student, for the chance to answer your questions. Master Lee was looking to speak with you, wasn't he? After he left me here, he went back to his house in the center of the school, if you're looking for him.
Who was that man leading the bandits? He was really scary.
He was. Don't like it. I don't like any of it. Monkey. Yeah, let me double check something. Okay, I have none. Okay, more monkeys. So, it's clear that the bandits weren't just here for just coincidence. They were looking for someone here. I'm gonna save. I'm actually gonna save. Oh, never mind. Oh no. I have to talk to you. Save. There is something here.
Ah, you are back. I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost, but many were saved. It means, however, that I must accelerate your training. These invaders discovered us by accident, but as you likely suspect, they are related to your destiny. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student. after you return from the Spirit Cave.
I object!
Gao, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Your pet student is not the only one who fought those outlaws. Perhaps I did not stand in their midst on the beach like a fool, but I did my part. If you spent less time coddling him, you would have many promising students instead of one.
This is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this student has received preferential treatment, and I have suffered for it. Whatever is in this spirit cave, I am worthy of facing it too. If he is truly better than me, let him prove it. I challenge him.
I will
I
not
will
have you
accept.
brawling in the street. If this must happen, it will happen in the ring, as a proper test of your abilities. Gao, you are restricted to styles that I have taught. I know the dark tutoring your father, Gao the Greater, has imparted, but I won't have any such sorcery here.
Hobbled before I begin. Of course. How else would your precious protege win?
My student, I do not trust Gao to fight honorably. Consider your attacks carefully. Prepare yourself and return when you are ready. I will explain what I can after we have dealt with Gao's interruption. I don't want to confuse matters. Trust that I am right.
I will return.
Remember the basics. They will serve you well.
Give me a moment.
You are the hero of the moment. Gao claims that he dealt with hordes of bandits, but everyone else agrees that you turned aside their main attack. It is good that you were here. My foolish lack of attention forced Master Li to come to my rescue, and left me with a wound that will take a few weeks to heal. Master Li assures me I will heal in time. It's a shame, as Smiling Mountain was teasing me just yesterday with some special prize.
Did he say?
Smiling Mountain trains students in group combat, and just yesterday, I managed to break your record for the number of opponents faced at once. He teased me by saying if I could go one higher, he might have a prize for me. I suppose he might make the same offer to you, if you're up to it. If I could fight, he could likely round up enough opponents for you to make a run at a new record, but I can't face anyone with this wound.
Is there anything I can do?
Unless you can speed up time, I'm not sure there's much that can be done.
Don't tempt me!
He's already tended to it. Then again, I vaguely recall a grass or herb that hastens the healing process. Someone like Old Ming might know for sure. He's quite interested in herbs. I think so, though I can't remember the name. It was some kind of rare grass, I think. I don't think it's a common plant, no. The only person I can think of who might know for sure would be Old Ming.
I think I know enough.
I know you're very busy, but if you happen to have time and be passing by the beach, I'd appreciate it if you would at least ask Old Ming.
Of course.
If I'm lucky, he might know of an herb, and if heaven smiles upon me, he'll know where to find some. If you have to buy anything, let me know what it costs and I'll pay you back happily.
Nah.
It would be worth it to get back to training. Take care. Oh, and if you happen to find anything that might help this wound after you talk to Old Ming, let me know.
I didn't check how much money. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, ho. Oh, ho, ho. And as I said before, we have the game modded. We're using something called Jade Empire in style, which changes how you get skill points in the game. Instead of leveling, you get them through fighting, if you fight good enough. And also, if you do flawlessly in a fight, there's a massive chance that you will actually learn a style that an enemy is using. Ooh, that's... Oh, what do you... Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump. Just a little nervous. Oh, oh, you're one of Master Lee's students, right? Yes, I've heard about you. Quite skilled, they say. Well, don't mind me. What's wrong? Oh, I wouldn't think to presume. Town doesn't owe me anything. Neither do students of your fine. I'm not from Two Rivers, so I do occasionally come into town to do some business. Today has not been an overly good day for me. I was hoping to make a little more silver than I did selling my wares. Is that why you're nervous? Okay. I owe a small amount of silver to a man who works for a gentleman named Gal the Greater. Christ insisted that I pay, but I'm falling a bit. It's more than the price of a small pig, but the Gal the Greater takes debts very seriously. Oh, isn't it? I forgot how to wait. Here. I don't that seems close to begging. The spirits of my ancestors would be ashamed if they thought I was doing. Where are you playing? Hey. I'll just take enough to pay back what I owe. No problem.
That will make his life a lot easier. Gao's father is not a good man to have angry at you, from what I hear.
Farewell, student. I'm off to deal with my debt so I can get back to my... Yay! We did good. Not good. Okay. Hey, weren't you over there? How were you moving around so much? Didn't you? Huh? Butterflies? One of the students was wounded during... Oh yes, I heard about that. Some fool girl out walking on the overlook once. Those are right studying or meditating. Hey. I want something to get her moving again. Need a poultice made of red silk grass clippings. Archifendus should have some. But don't let him talk into clipping of bearded tongue grass. Oh. Actually bind the wound and make it so she can get back to her practicing. Bearded tongue will make her feel the same, but it's only deadening the pain. Doesn't actually. Most people. Bearded tongue grass would be fine, but I know the fool girl would start practicing again and tear something vital. Leave her. Remember, red silk grass. Fighting with an improper. end her practices permanently, and that's not works. Silvers. Don't let that merchant talk you into cheap stuff. He might make a few extra silver, but your friend's health isn't worth his profit margins. Exactly. So one just stops the pain, and the other one actually heals the wound.
A potential customer is a welcome customer. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for ingredients.
Oh yes, I had heard that someone was injured and immediately saw the opportunity to make vast sums of... No, to make a difference, that's it. Anyway, I've checked my stocks and I only have enough ingredients to make 1 dose of the salve for a poultice. I'm not sure how much good it will do by itself. Might take a bit of the sting away.
Don't know.
Oh, now that's thinking, isn't it? Yes, I suppose red silkgrass might be just the thing for a wound. I could add it to the poultice. Expensive stuff, that. Very pricey. Hard to acquire, too. Would certainly help her wound, but I know something just as good.
Nope.
Get her some bearded tongue grass and she'll feel better. It won't hasten the healing any, so she'll have to take it easy, but it will deaden the pain.
Oh.
If you think you can justify such opulence to heal something that time would take care of, who am I to argue? I'll just need your payment to prepare the poultice.
You know what? Just take it.
Excellent choice. I'll mix the salve for you and prepare the poultice.
I don't feel
It'll
like
take a moment.
dealing with this guy any longer. He's just somebody just looking for a profit.
Her pain will fade quickly and the binding effects of red silkgrass will make sure she can fight again, if she wants to. Your generosity is extreme, but who am I to complain? Enjoy, and I hope it makes your friend better quickly. Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down.
Alright. We have that. How much do I have again? I just paid 50 for that. About 2,000.
This has been a busy day for us all. Is there something you need?
Yes.
The sun breaks through the clouds when I hear news like this. Heavens, I can already feel it working. That's amazing. Yes, this should be perfect. The poultice must have cost you some silver. Let me repay you. What did it cost? That's very kind of you. I can't thank you enough. If you're interested in trying to set a new record for Smiling Mountain's special prize, whatever it is, then I'll be ready.
I'll be ready. Okay.
Good.
Now that's open. So now we go over to Smile Mountain.
I heard how you faced those bandits in the village. Many people are impressed, but I expected no less. Your skill is a match for any rough bandit. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good. Yes, and the students are on edge from the bandit attack. It would do them good to work some of that out. And now that Kia Min is feeling better, maybe you'd like to challenge her record in my little training exercise.
Of course.
Kiamin says that she is feeling well and her wound seems to be already healing. I believe she will provide a fine challenge for you. If you win this match, then I will have a special reward for you. Good fortunes.
Long sword.
That's what I wanted. Perfect. The golden star. That was a big gift. Water stick. You think it's not yet? I'm saving my money.
As promised, here is a reward for setting a new standard. Kiamin is eager to try again, but I asked her to rest for now. She seems well despite her earlier injury. Is there anything else you wish at the moment?
No thanks.
Goodbye.
Alloyed body. That's Ooh. That's good. That's a good one. That one. You think that's it? Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna save because we only get one chance at learning what Gal the Greater has. Now you gotta get a perfect.
Gao awaits your signal to start the challenge, my student. Tell me when you are ready, and I will have the combat ring prepared.
Ready.
Then let the fighters meet in the arena.
Yes.
Fighters, are you ready? This challenge will continue
I'm
until
sorry,
one
what
of
are you
is
doing?
incapacitated.
What are you doing?
This is not a practice
Like,
bout.
right up in his face.
Injury is a possibility.
A possibility? I think it is more than likely.
Master, are you certain this is appropriate?
They have a dispute, and this is the only way to settle it with certainty. It will be an honorable contest. I have restricted Gao from using his father's sorcery.
I said you would regret getting in my way.
Fighters, begin!
Iron Palm, White Demon. Iron Palm. Hang on. Let me double check it. So, I read about Jade Empire and style, and it said there was only one. Oh no. Okay. So that's not the one. Iron Paw is the one you can learn from him. Apparently I misread that. Apparently Iron Palm is the one you can, it's like a very powerful. I want this. No. I'll take this. Thank you for your... Whoa.
It is done. The challenge has concluded and the winner is clear.
No! I'm not finished!
Gao, I have made enough concessions to you today. I thought I could guide you away from your corrupted path, but you are too much the son of Gao the Greater. You are no longer welcome among my students, and your father's house shall have no more business here, despite his influence.
I was not beaten! Not by this peasant!
You were defeated by your own foolish ambition and predictable temper.
Ooh.
I will speak with you in my chambers about your expulsion. Go now.
Oh.
Everyone, this challenge is concluded. I'm sure the victor would appreciate your congratulations. They are well earned. Enjoy the words of your fellows. I will wait in the main hall, where we will discuss the Spirit Cave. Be certain you are ready when you come to me. Your life is about to change.
That was exciting. I'm glad you were safe. I knew you would be. Your skill is unmatched. Even Gao had to see that. I suppose that's what set him off. I hope he isn't allowed to stay. Punishment just makes him worse. Master Li has bent like a willow to accommodate him and his sorcerer's father.
Bye.
But don't you wish that some things made more sense? Anticipation is grueling. So much could be happening that you just don't know about.
It scares me sometimes, all this talk of troubled spirits. I didn't ask to be a part of it. As much as you want to know more, I doubt you had a say in your fate either. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be a happy time. You've proven your ability and Master Li is waiting for you. You should go to him.
You should speak with Master Li.
Oh, yeah.
Gao was a fool to challenge you. You have always been better than him.
Gao should be ashamed at such childish displays.
Gao was a fool to cheat. Our teacher is a kind man, but he is not soft and doesn't tolerate that kind of thing. You'll face worse things than Gao in the cavern if what I've heard is right. I hope you're ready. What do you need from me?
Oh.
No one really knows anything about that cavern, except that Master Li has strictly forbidden us to go in there. He has always said that it is a place of final testing. I hear whispered rumors that there's something horrible down there. I even asked around town, and there's old stories of masters before ours sending students into that cavern, and the students never finding their way out.
Do you know what this
I don't have a clue.
horrible thing
But I
is?
don't envy you having to go down there. Then again, you are the strongest of us, as we're so often reminded, so you'll be fine. This is all rumor, mostly gossip from the people in Two Rivers. As I said, no one really knows what's down there. Well, no one but you, once you tell Master Li you're ready. Leaving so soon?
You fought well, and the record is yours. I'm happy for you and couldn't care less about the record. It was just good to fight again and feel no pain. I'm a bit tender right now, but that's to be expected. I should be in much better shape before long. This day has been full for you, and you still have the cavern to face. If you listen to Lin parroting the villagers' stories, that place has a dark past, but I'm sure Master Li wouldn't send you into unreasonable danger. What can I do for you?
Master Li once asked me not to use the style I learned in the Imperial City. It was a fair request, so I agreed. Gao should have known better than to use a forbidden style. What can I do to help you?
Funny, because if he would have used that door in the fight, I would have been able to instantly learn it.
Goodbye. Take care of yourself.
Gao was a fool for challenging you. Oh, he's good, but you've always been stronger. He just wouldn't admit it to himself. Thing is, your prize is going into the cavern beneath the school. To hear Lin tell it, that place is going to challenge even you. Next to nothing. I know Master Li forbids us to go in there until our final test, but that's about the only fact I have. I hate repeating stories that aren't my own. Lin has no such qualms, so go ask her about the cavern.
Gao's actions were foolish. He knew he could not beat you fairly, and so he chose to catch you by surprise. Is there anything you need? Perhaps a training session with some of the students. It would do them good. Ah, yeah.
I could. Oh, these are super powerful. Sure. Can't remember.
Ah, there you are. Have you finished all your business with your fellow students? I expect our next conversation to change a great many things. You should be ready. Wait outside, Gao. I will finish with you later. Now, my student, There are many things ahead that you must discover about yourself. I trust you know the importance of your destiny. You are an orphan, but you were not abandoned. You were rescued from the Temple of Dirge in the land of howling spirits. You were orphaned by violent action. I take responsibility for it. You see, I used to be more than a humble teacher. To learn of yourself, you must learn more of me. I was once leader of the Imperial Army. I was known as Sun Li, the Glorious Strategist. I am the brother of Emperor Sun Hai. I will tell you more, but first, we have an uninvited visitor. Gao never could keep his ears to himself, especially when angry. So predictable. He's heard as much as I wanted him to. Perhaps it will give him a little perspective. He should respect even the most humble person, because who knows what lies within? That includes you and me both.
I'm not sure I believe you are the Emperor's brother.
I was ashamed. He seized your homeland during the long drought. It was an aggressive change in the Empire that would soon bring Death's Hand to power. I withdrew my support and tried to rally your people against the siege I had helped plan. A doomed effort. Many died on both sides. Sun King, another brother, also fell. Listen, I will tell you how you came into my care.
Wow.
Your people were killed. I am haunted by it, and now the world may join me. The assassin on the beach was a Lotus assassin, a minion of Death's Hand. More will come. Your people were guardians, but we did not have a clear idea of what. It is tied to your destiny. I will explain if you want me to move on. Most in the Empire know nothing of the land of howling spirits. I found its people to be honorable, but I can't tell you more than that. There was no time to learn more. He is the right hand of the Emperor, and rules the Lotus Assassins in place of Prince Sun Qian, who was killed at Dirge, a death he may have orchestrated. He shows no hesitation, and gave no thought to the lives of those we faced. His influence poisons the Emperor. I have no doubt he is utterly evil. I have never faced him, but I know of no one living who has. A dark energy sustains him. That is the armor of a man who has no remorse, no pity. There were three. Emperor Sun Hai, Prince Sun Qian, the Hand of Heaven, and myself, Sun Li, the glorious strategist. Age decided our place in the order of things. Sun Hai was the eldest and therefore emperor. I was next and was head of the army. Sun Qian was the youngest and leader of the monastic order.
What's one more?
You were meant for something important, but because of my actions it was denied you. Stories about ghosts, the assassin on the beach, you are tied to this. Our dead no longer drift to the underworld. They wander, lost, going mad. In time they may overwhelm the living. It began when your people were destroyed. We are on the edge of the Empire, and not all spirits make their presence known. We are not immune, but I kept you isolated. This information could endanger you. The first assassin found us by accident. The next attack may not be so unfocused. To fix the world, you may threaten the power of some dangerous people. The Spirit Cave will make things as clear as they can be. Only you are meant to understand what is within. You can see the corruption of the spirit realm for yourself.
Is it safe?
No, but few places truly are. This has been a lot to comprehend, so take your time. There are instructions inside, and something that belongs to you, an amulet. When you emerge, you will know more about yourself and your destiny than I can explain, and you will better know your enemy.
Hang on. So we're in the spirit cave. Oh boy. This sturdy gate bears a clay seal. Message is carved across the surface. The Master Lee's handwriting.
Spirits go mad if denied passage to the underworld. They are strong, but you can fight them. You can't kill the dead, but in defeat they are disrupted and can't reform for a time. You are tied to the reason why spirits wander. Many appeared after your people fell, and some are held in this cave. They are drawn to your amulet. It is ahead, waiting for you. Be careful. It is desired by many seeking power beyond the mortal realm. I make no apology for these trials, my student. You will come to see how necessary they are.
No money. This pillar of stone contains some sort of metallic object today. Or to it.
The dragon amulet was with you in Dirge. I understand what it does, but you are the one meant to be trained in its use. I am sorry that my actions denied you this. Essence gems are used by healers and upstart sorcerers and are common enough to be wasted on ornamentation. But with this amulet, you can tap their true potential.
The Dragon Amulet is your birthright and a tool for focusing your spiritual power. As you travel the Jade Empire, you will find gems that enhance your ability. Place these gems in the sockets of the gain access to their power. So now, oh yeah, the spirit. That's a hole too, right? Focus.
Your people were adept at using essence gems. I kept it from you because power is a beacon. The forces behind the restless dead will take an interest in you. Even mindless spirits may be drawn to you, just as they were confined here. In achieving your true power, you become a target that many will not be able to resist.
Uh-oh. Why did it just... Uh-oh.
Legendary strike.
Is that all that's here? Oh, bots. Oh, wait. And the writing on this clay tablet is rather than being part of it changes as you try to read it. You notice that the amulet you found in this room is starting to glow. The inscription is clearly a love.
My student, I hope you realize your importance. The restless dead must be allowed to find their way to the underworld. All of us will suffer if things continue as they are. Seek the source of this problem and eradicate it. That is your purpose and burden. I hope that the basics I have taught you will aid you in setting everything right.
Again written.
Not all spirits succumb to bestial rage. A strong will can transcend death. These beings may have powers beyond any living foe, and intelligence to beguile and confuse. All will suffer if the dead remain this way. Soon you must leave Two Rivers. Seek the source of this problem, even if it leads to the heart of the Empire. I have old friends who may guide you, but I have old enemies too. The cave is secure. Meditate on what you see here. When you leave, all will be changed.
Yay. They're gonna crazy. Standing here, I had long forgotten this to the living. I ruled this place, taught my wisdom. Why can't I find my way? Where is the voice that called? You ruled here? You are master. Armor. Frustration. The way is blocked, the shepherd is gone. Cannot escape the living, milling, thinking. You cloud the way. Do judgment and be renewed. The way of things have been unbalanced. No soul. What will become of the world if no souls are replenished? Eventually there will be blind to the danger. To the truth. I already understand. What? What? Ah, come on. Okay. Try it again. That was terrible. Can't even skip it. Yeah, I can't skip this. I was going to skip it and try to get out of everything in there.
My power is stretched thin, bled away, and you are too small, too mortal to truly understand. But small things can move beneath the notice of others. Your master hopes that you will grow strong while he leads the predators away. His reasons are clouded, but you must find a way through the fog. You are the one who can hear, the one who can act. Search, but look also for yourself. You are a spirit monk, and you are the last.
Who are you?
I do not have the strength to answer. I am cut open, and the way to the underworld is shut. Spirits are lost with no shepherd, no guardians. You must restore us. The amulet is a focus. It will guide you. But when you know both sides of the Veil of Death, ability alone will save you. I have a moment of power, a window to grant knowledge of a primal energy. You must choose between ice and fire, and I will grant the skill to bring them to your hands.
If I choose one, am I prepared?
I have energy enough only to instill knowledge of one, not both. Knowledge of the other may come in time, but not today.
What fire?
Emotions burn within, but can be coaxed outwards as well. Harness this to bring fire to your hands. Yours is the power to unleash dire flame. There is no inherent villainy in any martial action, only in the hearts of those who wield them. If you rely too much on simple force, then you cannot act without it. I can do no more. I must fade. Pity those spirits that have grown twisted. You will come to know their pain when life leaves you. Pity the world if you fail, spirit monk, for you are the last.
Never did answer that. I should have asked about what is this spirit monk. The nature of the spirit. Volume 1. Mankind has long known that we are not alone in this world. Descended from heaven, risen from the ground, present all around us are spirits. These beings often go unseen, but when they choose to interact with us, the effect is usually profound. But what are these beings? Are they people who have died, or are they servants created at the beginning of the world by the great dragon? Are they something else entirely, or are they all of the above? In my research, I have managed to find and communicate with a number of them. I contacted some through priests or relative. When it was a spirit returned from the dead, other encounters. Oh, that was a structure bot. Intimidation. So getting that. Take that. Oh. Well, I should have that instead. What else is here? Jade Empire Bistray. Item 3. Kill a spirit. A wise monk once asked, how can you kill a thing that is already dead? The answer is simple. You cannot. You can, however, disperse this. Not the same as killing, but it has a similar effect. It is important to remember that spirits are virtually immune to man-made weapons. You must confront spirits with martial magic or transformation styles. Never underestimate the strength of spirits. They appear insubstantial, but they can still be deadly to the living. Hey, buddy. That's full stone tablet. That would probably be. I think that's something that has to do with the actual game. Whatchamacallit? Is that all that's here? Iron Palm Anvil bot item was supposed to be in that one. But because of because they changed, Jade Empire and Style changed the whole thing around. He didn't like he got rid of the plot, like that quest line to get Iron Palm, so you could just straight up just burn it. It was like he changed it to something else. There's a lot of changes in this mod. I like.